duduknya tuh ada kayak tempat kita menaruh sikut kita, jadi nggak capek. Okay? And then try to keep your wrists wrist straight and flat when typing. Pastikan ya, ini tangan wrist ini pergelangan tangan ini tetap lurus dan flat saat typing. Jadi pergelangan tangan ini kita letakkan ada di meja. Jadi kalau mengetik ya mudah nggak ada di posisi begitu mengambang gitu ya. Jadi capek. Jadi harus ada ditaruh di meja. Take regular break from the computer and look away from the screen at regular intervals. Nah, jangan di depan laptop terus-terusan ya. Noleh ke yang lainnya, yang hijau-hijau ya, taman atau apa itu bisa membantu mata kita tidak capek. Okay, next is electric rubbish. Irresponsible disposal of electronic waste from old computer and mobile phone to hi-fi and video systems can cause severe environmental and public health problems. Ini ada namanya sampah elektronik. Jadi pembuangan sampah elektronik yang tidak bertanggung jawab dari komputer lama, HP, ya, sampai ke hi-fi sampai video system itu bisa menyebabkan masalah kesehatan secara lingkungan dan juga umum. For example, children or workers who came into contact with the toxic components of electronic products may suffer from skin and breathing problem. Nah, mereka bisa menderita sakit yang pada kulit dan juga pada pernapasan. We should recycle or treat ICT equipment. For example, plastics from mobile could be used to make pens and ruler. Manufacturer should pay to finance recycling program. Nah, ini harus memikirkan juga untuk recycle, mendaur ulang, ya, plastik dari HP bisa dibuat untuk bolpen, ya, dan sebagainya. Lalu pabrik-pabrik juga harus membayar program ini, maksudnya pabrik itu ya pabrik elektronik ini. So, the risk of using mobiles and in-car computers. Frequent use of mobile phones has been the cause of concern, and there is ongoing research into whether radiation emitted causes health problems. Penggunaan HP yang terus-terusan, ya. Nah, ini ada penelitian yang sedang dikerjakan yang berkaitan dengan radiasi yang dikeluarkan itu bisa menyebabkan masalah kesehatan. A serious risk is the use of mobiles and navigation system in cars. This can distract the driver and cause accident. Itu penggunaan HP, ya, dan juga navigasi, ya, pakai Google Map atau apa kita bingung. Nah, ini bisa mengacaukan konsentrasi orang yang menyetir sehingga mengakibatkan kecelakaan. Don't use your mobile while driving. Jangan pakai HP saat menyetir. Another problem is internet addiction, including obsessive game playing, gambling, etc. Nah, ini yang kecanduan internet, ya, ada game, judi, dan sebagainya. If you are an internet addict, you should ask for help from specialists. Dari kalau kalian ini adalah internet addict, nah harusnya sudah minta bantuan dari ahlinya. Okay, now let's see this one. Match the number and picture to the correct tips in the checklist. Tips for user-friendly workstation. Nah, this one, ya. Seperti ini. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. Ada sisa satu kah? Okay, 7. Right, dicoba kalian kerjakan dulu. Kalian cocokkan. Consistent chair, support the lower back. Seat height and angle adjustable. Nah, kira-kira yang A. Yang A itu nomor berapa yang A? Kursi yang konsisten. Ya, kursi yang konsisten yang bisa support ya punggung bagian bawah di sini, ya kan? Nah, dan bisa disesuaikan juga tingginya. Nah, this one, ya. So number 3. 3 is A. Okay. Okay. Kalian kerjakan dulu 5 menit, ya. For B until G. Ya, akan dikerjakan dulu. Okay, what about P? Fit flat on.
You are now muted.
Now let's see. Document holder beside the screen at the same height and distance as the screen.
2.
Number 2. Good. Ini ya. Kadang-kadang kita meremehkan ya. Kalau ngerjain tugas, ngetik itu ditaruh aja begini. Padahal kalau diberdirikan gitu enak memang. Jadi nggak turun naik lihatnya ya. And then D, text on the screen in line with eyes, viewing distance at arm's
You are
length.
now unmuted.
1.
Yeah, this one. Jadi
You
tatapan
are now
matanya searah. Yeah, so number 1 is D. And then thighs horizontal with feet on the floor, adequate room for legs beneath the desk. Thigh
You
itu
are
yang
now
mana sih?
unmuted.
Thigh itu ini loh. Nah, ini bagian ini yang namanya thigh.
Paha.
Kalau paha itu bukan yang ini ya? Kalau ini itu masuk apa? Kalau keseluruhan ini kan kaki ya. Okay. Ya, this one ini. Thigh, ya mungkin masuk sini juga ya. Okay. Thigh horizontal with feet on the floor. So this one is? Which one? Number 6. Yes, this one.
You are now
is
muted.
E. And then F. Keyboard height at a comfortable open angle for the elbows and arm. Keyboard
You
di
are now
sini.
unmuted.
Ya. So number
5.
F is number 4. F.
You are now muted.
Ya. Jadi ini kenapa? Keyboard height ini loh tingginya keyboard itu dengan ini. 4. 4 is F. And then G. Wrists and hand in neutral position, in line with the forearms. Optional rest for wrists at same height as the keyboard. One should be number 5. Yeah, okay, so this one is G. This one is G. Okay, 1 minute. Sebentar ya. Okay, right now let's continue with the next exercise. Okay, now complete the sentences with words from the opposite page. This one ya, latihannya. Jadi dengan kata-kata yang tadi sudah kita baca sebelumnya. Ya, usually the words is in the bold type. Jadi cetak tebal. And we have this one, ergonomics, and then eye strain, repetitive strain injury, or RSI. Ya, nah dilengkapi dengan kata-kata yang ada di sini. Okay, can you do it? Maybe in 5 minutes. Bisa kerjakan mungkin. Kerjakan dulu. Number 1 until number 6. Ya, coba silakan dikerjakan. Untuk lihat kata-katanya bisa dilihat yang di HP. Tadi sudah saya share, semalam sudah saya share materinya. Oke, silakan dikerjakan dulu. Okay, number 1. Anyone would like to try the answer of number 1? Silakan, siapa mau jawab number 1? You can type on the chat. Okay, all right, you can speak. Good. Experts believe the best way to reduce musculoskeletal injuries is through ergonomics. Good. Ergonomics, designing jobs to fit people instead of making people fit the job. I mean everything from adjusting the height of a desk to buying a new chair or overhauling production line. Good. Number 2. Silakan. Kamu jawab number 2.
You are now unmuted.
Repetitive strain injury.
Okay. The safe-type ergonomic keyboard may look strange, but its maker claim
You are now
that it
muted.
can prevent. Okay. So ini ada noun clause-nya ada 3 ya, 1, 2, 3. Ya, yang 3 adanya repetitive. Repetitive itu yang berulang, ya. Repetitive strain, ya, strain capek, injury. Nah, yang diakibatkan karena capek yang berulang-ulang. Good. What about number 3?
High strain.
Visual problems such as blah, 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 and irritation are often reported by computer users. Causes of this problem include glare, poor lighting, and focusing the eyes on the screen for a prolonged period. Okay. Right, so it's eye strain ya, mata lelah ya. Rain. Good. And then number 4, some companies have begun to test ways to blah, 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 and to dispose of blah, blah, blah. For example, at some point, let's sponsor an electronic collection day this year on Earth Day.
You are now unmuted.
Recycle.
Harusnya kata kerja ya. Good. To recycle. Recycle and dispose of dan pembuangan
You are now muted.
electronic waste. Jadi pembuangan electronic waste-nya juga harus diatur. Oh, this one should go here ya, waste-nya. Right. 5. Road safety campaigners say motorists using blah 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 while driving are 6 times more likely to crash.
Phone.
Phones or mobile phones.
You are now
to be
unmuted.
exact.
You are now muted.
What about Pak Ojol ya? Pak Ojol itu kan, jadi HP-nya dipasang di sebelah kiri karena dia harus cari alamat ini ya itu ya. Jadi emang nggak bisa kenceng-kenceng dia. Okay. When a person is spending so much time on the internet that their lives are affected negatively, they are suffering from
Internet addiction.
internet addiction. Are you an internet addict? Apakah kalian juga pecandu
You are now
internet?
unmuted.
Yes.
Maybe.
You are now muted.
Internet addiction. Addiction, kecanduannya kalau orangnya itu addict. Kalau orangnya banyak ditambahi S ya, addict. Jadi kalau are you an internet addict? Gitu ya, addict. Okay. Maybe we are all internet addict. We can do nothing without internet nowadays. Yeah. Now let's discuss this one. You and computers. Imagine you are designing an ICT classroom with 16 network PCs, internet access, and peripherals. What safety precautions should be taken into account? Use these notes to help you write 4 tips or suggestions. Room condition, space, desks, chair, light, windows, and then ergonomic devices, electrical safety, layout of cables, connectors, hotspot for wireless network, etc. And then notice boards and posters with health and safety recommendation. All right, so let's say you are given a special room and you are asked to design ICT classroom. What are you going to do with this? How about space? Would you like to have it small or large? Large space or small space? Large space, yeah, because it consists of 16 network PCs. Yeah. What about the desk? What kind of desk would you like to have? Specifically, the one with the arm desk, ya, kursi yang ada apa namanya sandaran untuk tangan, or not?
Arm desk.
Yeah, arm desk. But mostly the one that we have in the lab, computer labs in our campus, and maybe any other places, they are usually given the chair without arm desk. Yeah. And then what about okay, so that includes desk and chair. Yeah. What about lights? What about lights?
Like.
So let's say, would you like to have your room environmentally friendly? So maybe, let's say, less use of lamps. Instead, you have, let's say, big windows on the roof or something like that, or what?
Using windows for the light.
Using windows, more windows. The natural lights is much better than the lights, except, of course, this will also do the light efficiency. Yeah, right. Ergonomic devices. So what comes to your mind when it says ergonomic devices?
Ergonomic mouse.
Ergonomic mouse. Okay, and then keyboard, ergonomic keyboard, mouse. Is it also possible to have ergonomic chair?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, it's also possible. Your chair should also ergonomic, and etc. And also electrical safety. Yeah, this one is also very important. Electrical safety, layout of cables. What are you going to do with cables and connectors? Mostly we see in the labs, the cables are around the floors. Yeah.
Cable planted on the wall.
Okay, so you put it on the wall, all right. And then, and also the connectors, yeah. Okay, and then a hotspot. What about the hotspot? So are you using the wireless network or with the cable network? The wire network or wireless? Which one?
Wires.
Wire. Wow. Why is that? What's the difference between wire and wireless?
Because I planted the
You are now
cable on
muted.
the wall, so it can minimize the interference between the user and computer.
Does it has a specific effect using wireless or wire network? Maybe the speed of the internet or something?
I think because the wireless network using electromagnetic pulse, so it can be radiation.
Oh, okay. So it may have less radiation. All right, good point. And then a notice board. Would you like to have notice board and posters about health and safety on your walls? Or instead, your posters is about the computers, about the technology, or what? The notice board and posters.
Safety recommendation.
A safety recommendation, okay? And maybe also some updates about technology would be a good idea too, yeah? To put it on the wall so that your friends or the other students could also update their knowledge about what happens out there, the technology, the latest technology. Okay, Yeah, it's been a good discussion about technology and also health. Most people do not really care much about this. What they think usually is how to get their job done. Yeah, so they don't think twice how the health problem, yeah, is very important to support their jobs. And we just find out that health and safety problems in in the workplace dealing with computers is very important. Okay, so any other questions or any other topic would you like to discuss related to health and safety? Ada hal lain yang ingin kalian sampaikan? Before we end our session tonight, I'd like to propose something. What if we start our lesson at 6 o'clock for the rest of our lesson? Kita kurang berapa sih? Kurang 5 atau 4 pertemuan ya sebelum UAS. Apakah tidak apa-apa? Tapi kalau seandainya bisa kembali ke normal, saya akan normal karena ini ada jadwal yang tabrakan. Jadi yang kelasnya itu saya undur, yang kalian saya agak sedikit majukan begitu. Would that be okay?
I think it's okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mas Aji, and also all the students in this class. Thank you so much for your understanding. Right then, so if there isn't any other things to discuss and our topic, health and safety, I guess it's enough for today. Oh yeah, one thing, saya pernah kasih tugas apa belum ya ke kalian?
You are
Belum.
now
Not
unmuted.
even once.
Sudah satu
Sudah. Oh sudah pernah satu aja kan, saya kasih tugasnya satu aja. Kalau sudah ya udah berarti ya tugasnya hanya satu. Okay,
You are now muted.
that's all I guess. Thank you very much. We shall meet again next week at 6 o'clock. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye. Wassalamualaikum
Thank you, ma'am.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
You are now unmuted.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
You are now muted.